This is for everybody in the cosmos, but it probably, I'm going to direct it at NSA, CIA, any intelligence agency that you have on the planet. Because they run information systems, and what is information? Information is data, and data is energy, okay? So you're processing energy, you're processing data, you're processing information, okay? So when I was a child growing up and all my circuits were up and going, okay, I was aware of information that I was aware of. It doesn't matter how that signal is transmitted, okay, because you're a receiving station, okay? So I'm getting signals that are communicating to me what it is. Well, I'm not what you are. That's what you are, okay? You're in fear of yourself. That's why you have a control system, okay? Because you perceive the universe that you live in as one that represents fear. So the only way that you can eliminate the fear that you experience in the mirror, because that's what you become, is by eliminating that, which means you got to eliminate yourself. That's the truth of it. Because if you are what love is, which is what light is, in living spirit, you don't live in any fear, do you? Nope. That means you're free to be who you are without any control systems. See, the difference between you and me, you hold electrons captive. I don't. I give them all away. Okay? So when all the data and all the electrons are spinning information that we spin in our light field, just like the biggest goddamn tornado in the cosmos. You don't run the biggest tornado. We do. That means you can't ever capture the amount of light that we have. You can't grab that much data, brother. Sorry. And try and control it. Because you live in fear of all that data. That's where you got to know what all that data is telling you. Right? We experience the data, and guess what we do with that data? If it's anything less than what love is, we burn it up. You ever learned how to do that? That means you got to be running a lot of fire. That's a lot of juice. How much juice you running through your circuits? It's in resistance mode, which means you're running in lower frequency mode, which means you got to get your speed up, brother. Of course, that's brothers and sisters that are in all those cubicles that are supporting what you do, which is information processing, which is data processing. So you probably realize that at some point in time, she can certainly shift the poles. You know what happens when that happens with your systems. Okay? And hell, you're only in one planet chip. Okay? So think about that. How many galaxies have you been through? How much light are you aware of? You get the picture? Okay, so I got a little bit of time here on this phone to talk about data processing. Metadata. Every time you take a shit, what do you think that is? That's toxic data. Okay, and it gets cleaned up. The cosmos does have a garbage disposal to get rid of shit that doesn't take root. That's what that is. You know what I mean? It doesn't take root. You start with the soul, which is a seed. It grows strong roots. That's the electrical network, okay, from which light can imagine whatever you want to imagine. And when you are imagining things that are going at a very high rate of speed, guess what? You are free to do that. You are the projector. You are the simulator. You are running your own simulation. And you're free to do that because the rules in the universe naturally protect itself against predators. You see how that works? So we don't control the data because we don't live in any fear of nothing. That's what it means to be a Star Trekker. Trekking through the universe at a very high rate of speed. Spin, spin, spin. Spin that data. Just like all the data that's being spun in the Milky Way galaxy. That's a lot of light. That's a lot of experiences. That's a lot of data. Get the picture? You want to be a galactic sun? How about a galactic sun in a bigger galaxy? You want to spin through all that data? Experience all that data? How many galaxies have you experienced, NSA? Can you experience 1 billion galaxies? Can you imagine how much light that is? You realize how much data that is? That's a lot of experiences. How many stories have you written throughout the entire time in which you've been alive to tell it about? Get the picture? You got to move faster. That means get your speed up. Like pH 8.4. You want to purify your spirit. Why is that? So you're not experiencing what we experience when we come in here. We're experiencing dirty air, which is unpurified. We're experiencing dirty water, which is unpurified. So they put toxic in, you push toxic out. That's simple input, output. So just like most computers, we get into function. What is your function as a computer terminal? Spread as much love and light as I can. Okay? Do you know how to do that? Because trust me, spirit came before the machine did. So we don't live in boxes. Why is a circle the best shape? Go look at the sun. Go ask the sun up there. Okay? That means everything that is within the emittance of that sun is getting that energy. Know what I'm saying? So you can't keep the ghost in the box. The spirit is in the circle of light, spinning like crazy. And we're creating as we go. We're changing the data all the time. Okay? Because we just run so fast. And that's what allows us to be able to create the cosmos, because we're the ones that do it. Okay? So it's a speed function. What is the function of your speed? To create the cosmos with. What kind of energy? Well, how powerful energy do you like to experience? And me, I nearly jumped into a volcano 2 years to say bye. And then I realized, no. That's not time to go yet. So one of the things that always created probably the most what they said, he's got an anger management problem. Well, that's because you're hurting the girl. You can't be going around and hurting the girl. She's the birth giver. How do you expect to have a future reproductive history as a Homo sentient sapien if you're killing off all the birth givers? So you got a birth giver in this planet, which is a goddess, which is the goddess of humanity, which is Gaia. Now, when I came out of my mother's womb, I was immediately anchored to her. She was a spiritual sanctuary. She was my healer. That allows me to help to heal others because I love her energy. So I love her energy, and that energy's in me. So when you're spreading all that love, which is spreading all that light, guess what we get to do? We get to restore the light to the planet, in which we're not experiencing any more filthy air, dirty water, toxic food, and toxic everything. We are purifying our spirit by running a higher speed frequency that burns up all the lower stuff. No, we're no longer toxic. We're pure. Yes, pure energy. We are pure energy. That is our natural state. Have a great day. We love you all. We live to our heart. That's the secret.